So the intro riff is kind of a heavy riff. You want a big distortion sound. The guitar's tuned to drop D, so it's just standard, but then your E's tuned down to D. You want to start off on the first and third. You've just got a hammer on. Which is the opener to the song. It moves up to the third fret and the sixth. So using your first and little finger, and you're just hanging on the 3 and the 6th on the D and the A. I find it easier to use your little finger because you can slide down a lot faster to get to the other bit, whereas if you're using your third, it's kind of hard stretching your third, and it's better to get used to using your little finger independently. So I'll play it slowly again for you. You're going to start playing it quite slow at first and then move it up to the actual song speed. So maybe just play it a few times slowly and get used to the movements of your fingers and just move it up until you finally get what it is. I've also got a tab. I've kind of written down a rough idea of the parts in the song. Yeah, I hope it helps and you can download it to play along to, so give it a go. I'm going to play the transition from the intro into the verse. Kind of plays on exactly the same notes as the intro really, to kind of keep the theme going throughout the song. You're basically starting on the first and third again, but it's all based on hammer-ons and slides. So you want to be, instead of using your little finger this time, use your third, because you can get more grip and feel when you're sliding around. So you do the hammer-on the 1 and 3, and then with your third finger slide up to 6, and end on the third again. That riff then evolves from the same principle, but it goes into a palm muted end on the last note. So you keep the last note going like that. So that sounds like this slow. You've got your little palm muted stabs at the end, and then that will take you into the chorus. So for the chorus of the song, it's probably the easiest part. If you're playing the rhythm along and you want to just jam along to the song without doing any fiddly bits, it's just basically 3 chords, and it goes like this. So you got the first chord, third on the D, and then you want to go to a power chord on the 4th on the A. Stick your little finger on if you want. Some people don't like to do it, but I think it adds the extra octave, so it sounds nicer. But if you want it to sound beefier, just don't bother and just do that. Not really much more to say about it really. Once you get your fingering down with the chords, you'll be able to play it pretty easily. For the lead part, you want the same sort of sound. You want a heavy sound, so get some distortion on. Then you want a delay. I've actually got a delay and a reverb on here. I'd say try practicing it without any effects on, or maybe even clean, so you know you're playing it right, instead of hiding all your mistakes with loads of gain. But that's what I tend to do live, but it's fine. You want starting on the 6th fret on the B string, and you're just alternate picking 6, 9, 8, 11. That last bit's pretty tricky with the little string skips there, but if you just play it really, really slow, like with all the other riffs, and make sure you get it really clean, and then you can start getting up to speed. There's another half which happens directly after that, which you're starting on the 9th this time. So you're going back to the, just to fit in with the chord change. So you want to go on the 9th fret, and then go up to the 11th, and then down to the 8th. So. And you've still got that annoying little riff afterwards. And I'll play that phrase again with the effects on so you can hear what it sounds like that. Sounds a lot better with a band behind it, so it's not so twangy, but it's all good. The breakdown's actually quite fun. It's, again, relying solely on these first two chords. The rhythm slowed down goes like this. You've got a cheeky little slide where you go up to the 6th on the D, and you want to slide up on your 3rd, and with your little finger just slide it in at the last minute and get that octave on there like this. You might want to practice that a few times just to get the little finger nice and clean, or you can play it with your 1st, but I think it sounds better with your little finger.
Well, what did you think of that? Do you think you can shred as good as Chris Miller? Post in a response to this video, and hopefully you'll be the next guitarist of View Me at 6, because he's alright, isn't he?